Gio's hometown?
Yeah, absolutely, because I've been watching boxing all my life. You know what I'm saying? And it usually goes that way. So that was strange to see, but look, punch stats were closer than I thought, because I thought he landed more, but I see how Gio caught up in the last few rounds, because it was a bigger gap than that.
All right, so a big upset from Wesley Ferrer. The journey continues for Giovanni Marquez, but coming up next, we've got a world title fight. The WBC featherweight world champion, the Dark Menace, Tiara Brown, defends her title for the first time against France's Emma Valkyria Gongora. That's coming up next.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Real-time stats and scores have arrived on your DAZN app. Follow your favorite teams and competitions from over 500 leagues and cups with instant updates so you never miss a big moment. Get even more from your daily destination for sport.
DAZN, the undisputed global home of boxing, where the greatest fighters take center stage, with fights every week and over 185 a year. And now, the mighty Queensberry joins over 30 worldwide promoters to up the ante like never before, with the best of the best.
The biggest nights.
There's no limits to what's possible. Nobody brings you closer to the action. Because if the fight is on, it's on DAZN, the global home of boxing.
Welcome back to H-Town. It is time for world title action, and the Houston crowd just saw one of their favorites get upset, but the mood's gonna pick up here because we've got one of the best featherweights in the world coming up next. Tiara Brown taking on Emma Gongora. We take a look at the tail of the tape. The measurables very much in favor of Tiara Brown. That 4-inch reach advantage, the 37-year-old making her very first world title defense here tonight.
Making her ring entrance, the challenger, Emma Gongora.
Here is the 32-year-old Emma Gongora. And guys, Emma Gongora is one of those people who is just annoyingly good at everything. She was a world champion kickboxer, an elite 400-meter hurdler, then stepped into the world of boxing, and in her second pro fight, went the distance against Olympic gold medalist Estelle Mosley. And she has worked her way all the way up from an 0-2 fighter to a 10-3-1 fighter who is challenging for a world title here tonight. What a journey for the woman from France.
She's definitely come a long way, and you never know when somebody's great until they have the opportunity to show it, and she got the opportunity in her hands right now.
She's got her hands full here tonight against OTX's second ever world champion, Tiara Brown.
Winning the WBC featherweight champion was such an amazing event in my life.
And the new WBC featherweight champion of the world.
I go from being an unknown fighter to everyone's calling my name, everyone wants to fight me, and I'm here for it. I want all the smoke. The goal tonight is to make a statement that I'm here, I am the WBC champion of the world, and I'm going to stay the WBC champion of the world. When I step in the ring, my opponent should expect the worst, because I'm coming to bring the wrath of God with me. I'm going in there as if I'm the underdog. My final message for my opponent is I hope you're ready, and I hope you've trained like you've never trained before, because I don't go through the storm, I am the storm.
And now the defending champion, Tiara Brown.
Tiara Brown says she is the storm. You heard the storm sirens as she makes her way to the ring. Tiara Brown, a woman who spent most of her pro career watching as her amateur contemporaries, women she was as accomplished as, get opportunities that she couldn't quite get, and then finally had to take a style matchup, that a lot of people were dreading against Sky Nicholson, went on the road to finally win that world title.
And she been saying it for years, been calling out Sky for years, that she has the right style of beater. She proved a lot of doubters wrong, right? And now it opened up so many doors for her. Like you talked to start the broadcast, the possible potential fights that lie ahead, but she has to look impressive tonight.
World title action on deck as we send it back up to the center of the ring.
We continue inside the Bayou Music Center, Houston, Texas, and professional boxing's newest proving ground. OTX 16, this is our co-main event of the evening on the line.
Our official
WBC
World
Featherweight
Boxing
Championship of the world. Our officials. World Boxing Council President Mauricio Suleiman. Our supervisor is Jill Diamond. Our judges scoring at ringside, we have Jesse Reyes, along with Esther Lopez and Reynaldo Campos. Presenting first, the challenger in the blue corner. Tonight, she crosses the Atlantic and makes her American debut, looking to continue her 3-fight winning streak with a record of 10 victories against 3 losses, 1 bout even, one of her victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Marseille, France, Emma Valkyria Gongora. Across the ring, the defending world champion tonight. This former DC police officer looks to lay down the law as she makes her return to the OTX ring in the first defense of her title, and puts her undefeated record on the line, consisting of 19 victories. 11 of those victories coming by way of KO. The defending WBC Featherweight Champion of the world. Fighting out of Fort Myers, Florida, the Dark Menace, Tiara Brown. Our referee, James Green.
Okay, ladies. This is for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the world. You got your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself and obey my commands at all times. Touch them up, back to your corners.
Round 1, this is the money round. The Subway KO bonus is on the line.
So after years of hoping that she could just get a shot at a world title, tonight, Tiara Brown finally gets the opportunity to fight as a world champion. Round 1, scheduled for 10. Brown says that when the bell goes off, she believes in inflicting as much pain as humanly possible to her opponent.
And I'm sure Gongora is happy because she said she was going to fight toe-to-toe. She said she's going to press. Ooh, good right hand by Gongora. I don't know if it landed flush, but it touched. And I like how Tiara came out with that nice sharp jab.
You know, Emma was honest about the Sky and Tiara fight. She felt that Sky would win that fight. She didn't see Tiara winning beforehand, so she was surprised.
I love the respect that the women, you know, even behind closed doors, give each other.
She started fairly there at 19, but I guess for women nowadays, that's not even that much.
Well, as we mentioned, Gongora someone who is very successful in multiple athletic disciplines and a world champion kickboxer. You know, we've seen the lineage of kickboxers moving over into Western boxing and finding success. We could list the names from the Klitschko's to our buddy Chris Algieri.
She wanted to like prove it to herself. I mean, she knew it was a tough sport. She said, I want to challenge myself to become a professional prize fighter. She's done that. But she wants to meet Tiara's pressure. She wants to meet her head on.
Well, she's actually doing what she said she was going to do. I don't know how effective it's going to be. She's doing it.
I like that punch output here from Gongora.
Of course. That's what you do. You got to make it rough. You got to smother the champ because she's really good from the outside.
Competitive opening round here in our world title fight. Round two underway. Tiara Brown and Emma Gongora. Brown making the first defense of her WBC featherweight title. An encouraging opening round, though, for Emma Gongora in terms of her punch output. Getting to the inside here on Tiara Brown. Right hand over the top there from Brown a moment ago.
Definitely the busier fighter. And Tiara has to kind of find her distance. She's trying to land a sneaky uppercut, left hook, but distance isn't there yet. Good job by Tiara.
In terms of style matchups, you couldn't ask for a more drastic change from going from Sky Nicholson to what Emma Gongora is presenting here tonight.
Right. And you got to fight those styles differently. You can see who's the more technical fighter, but you don't want to be the champion getting outworked by the fighter who's not as technical as you.
Good point.
Straight right hand there from Brown a moment ago.
Remember, guys, these are 2-minute rounds. I mean, you have to get to work early.
That's right.
Body shot there from Brown. She is finding lanes for those body shots. You can see with how Gongora holds her hands in her arms, Barack, that the elbows are kind of splayed out a little bit, and it's creating lanes for that uppercut and those body shots.
Yeah, like I said, technical. She's not that technical, but she's letting her hands go. And I think now Brown is saying, you know what, okay, this is the fight you want, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll be on the inside, I'm going to let my hands go.
Well, she has to because she was outworked the first round.
Good bounce back round here for Tiara Brown as the seconds tick away in round two. On October 11th, Boots is back. Jaron Ennis steps up to super welterweight to take on Yuisma Lima in a WBA title eliminator, live from Philly's Wells Fargo Center, only on the global home of boxing, right here on DAZN. the belts on the line, sitting ringside. WBC featherweight title hanging in the balance here. The champion, Tiara Brown. The challenger, Emma Gongora.
Oh,
Right.
Brown
Coming out strong.
Brown's coming out very strong.
Yeah,
Letting her hands
Brown has clearly accepted the terms of the fight that Emma Gongora wants here tonight. And
He's
I
going to
think
give
we're
it
in for a
to
fun
her.
one.
Yes, for sure. I mean, and credit to Emma, who's come here to win and try to become world champion.
One thing you can't question about Gongora, even if you have critiques about the technique, it's going to be physical fitness. This is someone who trains and conditions elite athletes in France as well, so you know that she's going to be able to keep up this tempo. The question is, can Brown continue to find holes in this approach like that? A right hand that rocks Gongora backwards.
I love it.
And she's walking in. Gongora's walking into some right hands that Tiara's placing right there. And I like the work that both girls are putting in. I think Tiara right now is landing the cleaner, harder shots.
I mean, but Gongora's landing as well.
Yeah.
Not one of them ducked a shot yet. They are staying.
No slipping punches. She sets your meter head on, and
there you go.
she's done that.
Now we see a little slickness from Brown. There we go. She must have heard me. You don't have to stand up and take those shots.
As we know,
Trying to block her.
ducking is not something that either of these women know anything about in terms of their schedule, and you could say the same thing about almost every
facts.
women's fighter.
Oh, that's a fact. They don't duck. Women fight each other. That's why we got so many undisputed fighters.
I mean, there aren't that many opportunities out there for them. They have to take advantage.
No, they don't have to, and that's the thing. That's why I still want to give them credit. Yes, the pool is smaller, but you can avoid fighters.
You're right. We'll give them women the credit.
The close to the round there for Tiara Brown, getting back on her jab as she sits back on the stool at the end of round 3. Take a look at the punch stats thus far. You see the connect percentage very much in favor of Tiara Brown, but it's the output of Emma Gongora that jumps off the screen a little bit there, 230 to 193, but I suspect that is a gap that is closing quickly from what we've seen in the last 2 rounds from Tiara Brown.
Yeah, sure. Definitely closing quickly. I think Brown picked up her punch output in that round particularly, and I think she's just better at defense in the midst of fire. But Gongora is making this a very competitive fight.
Round 4 underway.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see jabs from Tiara.
Yeah,
Neither girl
when she
has done
jabs,
that so far.
Right, when she jabs, because she was trying to do that in the first round, but then she wouldn't move her feet, and then Gongora would come in and close that distance and throw more shots.
Right.
So your jabs got to be accompanied with good foot movement, that like she's doing right now.
Right. Good check hook there by Tiara.
There we go. Nice. Now Gongora got to figure out, there you go, to get back on the inside like that.
Gongora looking for that big uppercut, falling short with it as Brown comes over the top of the right hand. Good combinations here from Tiara Brown.
Both women exchanging right in the middle of the ring. Tiara's a little frustrated with Gongora kind of using her head.
Coming in.
And not intentionally, but just, you know, when you're inexperienced like that, it happens.
I don't know, the best of the best, Bernard Hopkins and a lot of other guys use their head as well. That was the first duck I seen from Gongora.
Good body work there.
It's left hook on the inside there from Gongora, but back comes Tiara Brown with a couple of her own and a right hand over the top.
I mean, Tiara's putting in some good work, guys. It's Gongora, she's answering back every time.
Yeah, and I don't know if Gongora dragged her into this fight right here because Brown is not playing at this moment, or did Brown say, you know what, I just want to show you I can beat you at your game, and now she's back on the outside.
And Brown closing this round very strongly. You see a little bit of blood starting to leak from the nose of Emma Gongora now as well.
in mind, people, this is a championship fight. Tiara's defending her crown.
Yes, that's a true mark of a champion, to defend it, not just to win. You're a champion, but a true mark is to defend it. And I believe, Corey, you said there was blood coming from Gongora?
Certainly looked like it, and got the old Q-tip out there.
Right, okay, so that's just telling of the technique. Technique, when you sit down on your punches, it's gonna land a little bit harder. But man, I thought this was going to be an entertaining fight, and it is, because Gongora is really letting her hands go.
Just to further prove the point that women can give entertaining fights, and fight fans out there need to appreciate that and support women's boxing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, just last night, Olivia Curry and Kay Scott on DAZN, an absolute banger in Detroit in a unified title fight that wound up going to a draw. We hope to see a rematch between those two, but we've got another excellent fight in front of us here between Tiara Brown and Emma Gongora. And during the opening, we suggested some of the big fights that could be out there for the winner of this fight. The big names are all out there for whoever can win this fight.
Absolutely. A lot at stake here tonight.
Brown is sharp right now. She's sharp. She's staying away.
Career
She's
pace.
landing the 1 and the 2 and the check hook.
Yeah. Came out flicking that jab.
Yeah, beautiful. Blood coming from the nose again from Gongora. See, it's that right hand.
Yeah. Good body attack by Tiara Brown.
Oh, she's sitting down.
Creating combinations there. Tiara Brown getting the best of it. That left hook forced Gongora to take a step back. She does not take too many of those.
The world champion is getting into a good rhythm here.
Oh, that Dark Menace is coming out. That dog is coming out.
I like the body work that Tiara's put in early. You know, oftentimes we don't see that, but
ooh, great round from Brown. Those shots are hard. Those are some hard shots.
Big left hook again there from Tiara Brown, and it's clear that when Brown can force Gongora to fight backing up, this is an entirely different fight.
100%.
And even in the midst of fire, she's defensively minded.
Something woke the Dark Menace up to your boy Barack. She's up, but she still has a live dog in front of her.
Careful what you ask for.
Close attention.
Uppercut connects there from Brown a moment ago. Seconds ticking away here in round 5.
Wow. You see that 3-punch combination and turning, and not letting Gongora actually set to apply that pressure is what Tiara is being very successful with right now.
One big left hook from Brown there in the final 5 seconds, and the momentum now clearly in favor of the champion.
Oh, she turned this fight around, especially in this round. Last round, she turned it up, but this round right here was just so skillful. I mean, light years above Gongora probably, but Gongora, what she got to do is just get on the inside, make it ugly again. You're not going to win that outside battle fighting the way you're fighting.
Good fight thus far, though.
You know, I think people are looking at this fight saying, okay, I want to see Gongora fight again. She is tough as heck.
Round number 6.
We enter the second half of this world title fight. The champion Tiara Brown feeling a lot more in control now in round 6 here against Emma Gongora, who we've seen in the past, about a year and a half ago, give a good competitive fight to Carolyn Vare, one of the other best featherweights in the world. And you can see, at least in the early rounds, she is very capable of hanging here with Tiara Brown.
But Tiara is, you know, I guess she reminded herself all she had to go through to win that strap, going to another country, calling this woman out for years. There's no way she's giving that up easy.
Yeah, I think Brown sees something in her eyes, and that's why she's going so hard on her right now. And I could tell, like, the output from Gongora is just decreased a little bit. She doesn't want to be on the inside as much as she wanted to be before. Now she's actually backing up. I think those shots are taking effect on her.
For sure.
Brown really piling up these shots. Aki, you know, for Gongora, as she's fighting backing up, that wide stance, there just isn't a lot of leverage on these shots. When she's moving forward, it's a different story.
Right, and Tiara is putting her on her back feet. I mean, right now she's moving forward, but when Tiara exchanges...
But she's not really moving forward. Like, she's moving forward, but she's not engaging as much as she was before.
And I like the investment to the body of Tiara. Tiara is throwing a lot of left hooks to the body. I mean, they're sneaky left hooks, but they're landing. And that might have slowed Gongora down slightly.
I mean, this reminds me of why she has 11 knockouts. Because she actually has great technique and can land some hard shots.
For sure.
And she looks comfortable in it. She looks like she's in shape. She's not breathing hard.
We saw there a moment ago, too, just kind of holding her ground, resisting Gongora, pushing her back now. The physical strength of Tiara Brown coming into play as you see the blood splattering across the face of Gongora.
This whole fight has changed.
Yeah, I mean, the
You
world
see who's
champion
the
is-
aggressor now.
Absolutely.
Right, you see who's the hunter now.
She separated herself in this fight. Reddy has made a statement.
And what she did was she adjusted. You know, she adjusted because there was no way she was going to fight like she fought in the first round and win this fight.
Absolutely.
Take a look at the DAZN YouTube poll. Our judges watching at home, 51% of them see this fight thus far in favor of the Dark Menace.
That's not a lot. I think that poll was taken in France.
Round number 7.
Round 7 now underway.
Wow, this fight is going fast.
2-minute rounds, of course, the tempo, out of necessity, has to pick up. Brown just rips a right hand right down the middle there.
Good right hand landed by
Yeah,
Gongora.
Gongora comes over the top of the right hand, but again, they are not as plentiful as they were in the early rounds.
Right, I want to give Gongora credit because she's landing that, well, she landed that shot and a couple other shots on the back foot, you know, and sometimes pressure fighters can't do that.
Well, we talked about Tiara going to Australia, you know, to beat Sky for that world title, and people wondering why not the rematch, and said they did offer a rematch, but not enough money, almost close to what she got paid for winning the title.
Throw the number out, because you the pocket watcher.
That's what they say. I'll keep that under the radar.
All right, cool. About time.
Gongora looking for that right hand over the top again, but Brown just framing up, catching that shot. Nice uppercut on the inside from Tiara Brown. See a lot of movement on the outside here.
Final 30
from
seconds
Gongora.
of the round.
I'm not going to say it's movement just for movement's sake, but it doesn't seem to be setting Gongora up for anything.
Nope.
Trying to get out of the way of some of the pressure of Brown here in this round.
Yeah, she's definitely trying to avoid these heavy shots. These are some real heavy shots from
And that
Brown.
blood's still leaking from her nose. I think that happened from a stiff jab a couple rounds ago.
A menacing grin a moment ago on the face of Tiara Brown. Liking what she's seeing across the ring from her right now. Let's take a look back at some of the fight highlights to this point. And this has been all action, even with Tiara Brown kind of wrestling control of this one in the latter half.
Yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful display of walking forward and still being defensively minded, blocking shots and slipping shots. See, like that. She literally made her miss 3 punches in a row.
And investing in
In
the
the
body
body,
every single round.
I mean, this is a masterpiece right here.
Back to action here. Our co-main event, the WBC featherweight title on the line. The champion, Tiara Brown. The challenger, Emma Gongora, giving a good account of herself here tonight, particularly in the first half of the fight. But the champion seems to be in control now, the early stages of round 8.
Looking mean in there, Tiara. Wow. Such a nice, sweet woman outside the ring, but the Dark Menace comes out inside.
And that Dark Menace took a couple of rounds, but literally winning these rounds big. But Gongora's fighting is that she's being a little bit outclassed and maybe outpowered.
I think the footwork has served Tiara well in the second half of this fight, because she's able to bounce in and out at the right range to control the fight right now.
Good short combinations from Brown on the inside. The uppercuts have played a major factor in this fight.
And Gongora's still working in this, still trying. She still has a live dog in front of her. Just seems like Tiara's a stronger fighter and obviously the more experienced and skilled fighter.
Nice right hand there from Gongora every once in a while. Gongora showing Brown she's still in this fight and still could be dangerous. But the Dark Menace doing what champions do. When it feels like momentum could slide the other way, they snatch it right back.
She tried to push Tiara back, and she held the ground there and didn't back up, pushed her back.
Oh, I don't know if that was off balance by Gongora, the way she just stumbled backwards, or was that a shot that landed and forced her to stumble backwards?
I mean, all Tiara has to do is hold on and keep fighting at this pace, and she cruises to a victory defending this title.
Yeah, but I don't think she wants to cruise. I think she wants to try and stop her.
Again, for someone that waited for so long just to get any opportunity, now that you're here, you wouldn't expect Tiara Brown to rest on her laurels.
Right. It was a long time coming. Ooh, good straight right hand. She's punching with bad intentions.
Emma Gongora, as she headed back to her corner at the end of round 8, looked to be in a little bit of anguish as she eats another big uppercut there from Tiara Brown. Or again, a little bit off balance.
Yeah, I think maybe her legs are a little shaky right now. Maybe she's a little gassy.
And that was just a little shove from Brown. It just shows the power is in her favor.
Good work by Tiara Brown in round 9 here.
Good defense by Brown.
Hard right hand to the body there from Brown.
I don't know. Maybe the corner might be looking at this saying, whoa, she's taking a lot of punishment. What y'all think?
I'm not sure if we're there yet. I think Tiara's definitely wearing her down. Look, she's backing up now. I think a lot of those early body shots are putting her on her back foot right now.
Yeah, but you're talking about the last 3 rounds she's been back. Okay, I agree with you. But the last 3 rounds she's been backing up.
Yeah, she's still throwing back. I'm not sure, like, and landing here and there. I wouldn't say, it's time to start looking close, but Tiara is landing a lot of good shots.
Remember, just 1 round to go and 2-minute rounds. Got to take that into consideration as well. In addition, if you're in Team Gongora, how many opportunities at a world title are you going to get?
Yeah. Point taken.
Point taken.
Now 20 seconds of this round. A beautiful 2-1 there from Tiara Brown. Blood continuing to flow from the nose of Emma Gongora as the seconds tick away, and we will head into the 10th and final round.
Really comfortable. Tiara Brown is looking in there.
Tenth round, final round, it is the money round. The Subway KO bonus is on the line.
10th and final round of our co-main event. Tiara Brown looking to hold on to her WBC featherweight title. It's been a valiant effort from Emma Gongora, but Brown has been mostly dominant in the latter half of this fight as she rips another good left hook.
Yeah, the effort is definitely there with Gongora. Those great shots just popping the head back of Gongora.
World champion is closing the show with relentless, effective pressure.
Blocking shots as she walk in and then letting off her shots.
It's the best of both worlds. If you can apply pressure and be defensively responsible, you create moments like this. Unloading off the front foot.
She's trying to get the stoppage. Brown is really trying to stop her in the 10th round.
Definitely trying to close the show. She has 1 minute left to do it in this bonus round.
Gongora's tough, man. She's tough.
Tiara Brown sending a message to some of the other big names in her weight neighborhood. Big right hand again connects there for Brown.
30 seconds,
The 30 seconds remaining in the contest. Massive right hand, make it 2 of them, snapping the head back of Gongora.
As the great Larry Merchant said once, closing the show like the champion she is.
He probably said he is, right?
Closing moments of the first title defense for Tiara Brown. And it was an impressive one, and you see the respect between Brown and Gongora, as we tend to see in women's fights. They both understand one another's struggle.
Yes.
And few have struggled quite the way Tiara Brown did to get to this stage, and it looks like she will be holding on to that world title. Take a look back at some of the highlights from this one here, Barack.
Very interesting fight. I mean, it started out as Gongora being the aggressor, and this is later on in the fight when the blood was already trickling down from the nose of Gongora. And by this time, this is when, you know, Brown just really took over, became the aggressor. As you see, got caught with the right hand, but as you see, still slipping shots like she just did there, but really sitting down on her shots and letting her hands go. I mean, just a beautiful display of making the proper adjustments to remain a champion at OTX 16.
All right, we are ready to make this one official as we hand it back to Lupe Contreras.
After going all 10 rounds inside the OTX ring, we consult the official scorecard to determine a winner. Judge Reyes scores it 100-90. And judges Lopez and Campos turn in identical scores of 98-92. All three in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. Still, the WBC featherweight champion of the world, the Dark Menace, Tiara Brown.
So the Dark Menace, Tiara Brown, retains her WBC title. You heard the scores 100-90 and 98-92 twice. I think fairly scored. You know, you could find 2 rounds early on there for Emma Gongora, but after that, it was all Tiara Brown.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the 98-92, which I'm not mad at all, were the first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds when Gongora was throwing probably more punches and landing maybe even more punches than Brown. But that 3rd round on, Brown literally took over.
Tiara Brown's waited a long time to do this, to celebrate as the reigning champion. And we will hear from her in just a moment. Looks like we are ready. The Dark Menace standing by with Ak.
Tiara, congratulations, phenomenal performance. To start the first couple of rounds, Gongora was busy, almost outworked you, I would say, in the first round or so. What adjustments did you have to make in order to turn the fight around?
You know, she did outwork me the first round, and then I got slapped by my coach, and I said, okay, it's time to work. It's time to work.
Yeah, I mean, what did the corner say to you after the first round?
He told me I need to get active, and then, you know, basically, I know what that means, get active. I'm not doing enough, so then I started doing, you know, I was getting active.
Look, she said that she wanted to meet you head on. She wanted to meet your pressure head on. I noticed you started to put investments into the body. You landed a lot of left hooks to the body. You think that's one of the things that slowed that pressure down?
Yes, I noticed when I hit her with the left hook to the body that she kind of started backing up. She made a little noise. And plus, I saw that, you know, she didn't really have any abs. So a lot of fighters, they don't work the abs. I'm obsessed with working my abs because I never want to get hit with a body shot that hurts me.
Notice in that last round where, you know, we and the guys were saying that it seems like you were trying to close the show and stop it. You landed some big shots in this corner towards the end of that round. Was that what we were watching? Did you want to close the show and get the stoppage?
I did want to close the show and get a stoppage for the fans, you know. But Emma Gongora is very tough, and she was game, and I'm with it.
Look, we know you want big fights. There's some big names out there, the Baumgartners of the world, the Amanda Serranos of the world. Do you feel you put those girls on notice tonight?
You know, I think I put the world on notice when I beat Scott Nicholson for this here belt. I was a major underdog. I was plus 500 at the casino, and, you know, I think I put the world on notice then. I want all the belts, whoever, I'm ready.
Message to the people tuned in, watching you, and anybody here supporting you?
First of all, I want to give God all the glory, honor, and praise because he alone stands alone. And I want to thank you to all of my fans and friends and family that came out tonight, especially my biggest sponsor, Joe North Law Firm. He's out here somewhere. He's always supporting me. He's always making sure I have money for camp. And so I'm just grateful, and I'm blessed and highly favored.
Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you again in the ring.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you so much, Ak. Looking forward to seeing Tiara Brown back in the ring, making her second world title defense. Again, a moment she has waited for a very, very long time. A satisfying night for Tiara Brown here in Houston. As we take a look at the final CompuBox punch stats. Again, Emma Gongora tried her best to overwhelm, to outwork Tiara Brown, but Tiara Brown, as you see the numbers illustrating here, was able to beat her at her own game.
Yeah, domination, and that's what she wanted. You know, I think that Gongora had her game plan. She just got outclassed.
Well, coming up next, we have our main event. It is grind time. Breon Gorham, the rising contender, taking on the toughest test of his young career against Yomar Alamo. That's after the break.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Boxing, fighting, that's the oldest language in the world. You're not just throwing punches. You're picking up the torch from every single warrior who's ever spoke.
Got some serious heavyweight business to attend to.
Yeah, I like it.
A fighter has a look in his eyes. A look that can tell over 1,000 stories. A look that says, I am not built to laugh.
Yeah.
For I am built to break things. And that is why the fight is so sacred, because win, lose, draw, you are in the story.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And in this game, that's all that matters.
Back live here in Houston, Texas, and it has been a big week, a big couple of weeks for the world of boxing, but it has been an emotionally heavy one as well, as we've lost two of our most beloved and universally respected figures in the Hitman, Ricky Hatton, the Hall of Famer, and respected journalist Tom Gerbasi. Let's start with the Hitman first, guys, because Ricky Hatton was a man who was as authentic inside the ring as he was outside the ring. He was a fighter who demanded your respect and your authenticity in the ring, and outside of the ring, he was very open about his struggles as well, and I have not found anyone who's had a negative word to say about Ricky Hatton either during his life or after his passing.
I think being open about his struggles is what made him so relatable to the American fans, because growing up, you know, we didn't take on to those UK fighters as much as we probably should have, but he's the kind of guy that put 20 to 30,000 people bring them from the UK over here in America. It's my first time ever seeing that, because he was so beloved, and he was one of the few UK fighters that I love so much. I'm so hurt by his passing.
That square circle every time out, and as great as he was as a fighter, when you hear every story from anybody who knew him personally, he said he was a better person than he was a fighter.
We just used the word stories there, Ak, and there are few in the sport better at telling those stories than Tom Gerbasi, a man who I was lucky enough to be a colleague with at Ring Magazine and previously at Boxing Scene. And, you know, I'm just going to speak from the heart here. You know, every week as I prepare for a broadcast, ultimately, as you're researching fighters and you're looking into stories of fighters on the undercard, inevitably, I would always find a Tom Gerbasi story, and that's because he was a man who chased the best stories. It wasn't always the splashiest stories. He was a man who found the humanity in fighters and found the people and the stories where they were, and it is a tremendous loss to the world of boxing journalism that we no longer have Tom Gerbasi on a byline week after week. Rest in peace to both Ricky Hatton and Tom Gerbasi, and we're going to send it up to the center of the ring as we say goodbye to our fallen friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention, please, before we bring in our final bout of the evening, we'd like to take a moment to mark the passing of two highly respected figures in the boxing community. The first was a journalist who covered the sport for over 2 decades and was literally an encyclopedia of combat sports knowledge. The second captured the heart of a nation and had one of the most devoted fight fans in the world. As we do with all members of the boxing community, we ask you to please rise and maintain a moment of silence in honor of renowned boxing scribe Tom Gerbasi, and also two-division world champion and boxing Hall of Famer Ricky the Hitman Hatton during boxing's traditional 10 count. Thank you, and may they rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Ricky and to Tom, and we will honor both of those legends with something they would have wanted to see here tonight. A terrific main event between Breon Gorham and Yomar Alamo as we take a look at the tail of the tape. The measurables in favor of Alamo with a 2-inch reach advantage, but the 24-year-old Breon Gorham is hunting the biggest win of his young career.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, Yomar Alamo.
So the Magic, Yomar Alamo, is looking to recapture a past Magic, a man who was rated as high as number 6 by the WBO at 140 pounds at one point, which is to say he has been in the places that Breon Gorham wants to be. He's been in a DAZN co-feature before against Richardson Hitchens. He's been in the ring with Jermaine Ortiz here on DAZN last time out. And now Alamo is looking to get back in the win column and score the second big upset win of the night here on OTX.
Yeah, I think he's been in there with top guys, and he feels like his experience is going to be a little bit too much for Breon, who really hasn't had that step-up fight yet. But we're going to see tonight how good Breon or Alamo is.
Puerto Rico, mi gente, este título va para casa. Saludos a toda mi gente.
His opposition, Breon Gorham.
You hear the ovation for Houston's own Breon Gorham, who proved that he was a bad man last time out against Luis Feliciano. A special night for Gorham and his family. Of course, his uncle, Duke Tanner, a former pro who was granted clemency from prison in 2020. That week, when Gorham defeated Feliciano, Duke Tanner watched as his son received his master's degree, and then watched as Brian Gorham matched his professional record, surpassed his professional record with that victory over Luis Feliciano. Is there another special night in store for Grind Time tonight?
Special kid, special fighter. We'll see what he does with his biggest test thus far.
We continue inside the Bayou Music Center in professional boxing's newest proving ground. This is OTX 16. This bout, 10 rounds on the line. The vacant IBF North America Junior Welterweight title. IBF President Daryl Peoples, supervisor is Aaron Kaiser. Our judges at ringside, we have Jesse Reyes, along with Jose Roberto Torres and Coy Sittern. And now, Houston, Texas, prepare to be entertained. The OTX main event is on now. Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He has only lost against world championship level opposition, and tonight he makes his OTX debut with an outstanding record of 22 victories. Against only 4 losses, 1 bout even, 13 of those victories coming by way of KO. Here to show that Puerto Rico es otra cosa, representing Aguas Buenas, the Magic, Yomar Alamo. Across the ring, the red corner, fighting out of Lopez Boxing in Baytown tonight. One of the top prospects in the OTX table takes a huge step in opposition and puts his undefeated record on the line, consisting of 20 victories, no losses, 16 of those victories coming by way of KO. Representing Houston, Texas, it's grind time. Brian Gorham. With final instructions, referee Joe Rodriguez.
All right, gentlemen, I gave you instructions in the locker room, and I gave you my expectations, okay? The instructions a little bit hot, so right here in the middle is going to be good. This is good right here, right? Touch them up. Good luck to both of you.
Opening round, it is the money round. The Subway KO bonus is on the line.
Well, it is grind time, it is main event time, and we have a very special guest in the booth with us here tonight, one of the very best in the world, a man who proved to be a damn good commentator last time out as well. Shakur Stevenson, welcome back, man.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? You know, I'm here to support and watch the fights.
Listen, you were on the call with us for Brian Gorham's last fight, his win over Luis Feliciano, and listen, obviously, you know Brian, you guys have trained together, but you were genuinely impressed with what you saw out of him last time.
Yeah, I think he's a very good fighter. Tonight is going to be another test for him. I think this guy been in there with a lot of tricky, good styles, and let's see how he passes his test.
Yeah, this is definitely a good barometer for him. I mean, going in there against guys like Hitchens, champions, and Jermaine Ortiz is a tough guy to hit. Liam Paul, another former champion.
What's your mindset, Shakur? Like every time you step up, you know, early in your career when you knew this was your biggest test thus far?
I always wanted to put on a show. I always thought about the guys that fought the guys before me, and I always wanted to outdo them. So knowing that Africa fought him, Richardson Hitchens fought him, and stopped him, I want to say in the 8th round, I will be looking to get him out of there early.
And that's funny because when I asked Gorham, you know, do you pay attention to that? He's like, nah, not really. Not everybody's as competitive as you.
Yeah, this first round, though, this guy's coming out with no respect, and he's coming out kind of feeling himself in. Let's see where this goes.
He looks like the bigger fighter in there, like the heavier guy.
Yeah, he do look a lot bigger than him, for sure.
I think a lot of that weight for Gorham is in his legs. You know, he got big legs, and maybe that's where his pop come from.
Yeah, it was interesting last time out, you know, coming up, I think a lot of people thought of Gorham as kind of a physical presence, a guy who could really break you down physically, but he had to outthink Luis Feliciano last time out, a guy with more amateur experience than him.
Right, and I'm sure a fight like that can prepare you.
Is that a cut
like
already on the bottom of his right eye?
I would like to see him take a step back, though. Like, I think he kind of just standing there trying to catch every shot. Right now, just take a little step back and gather himself.
Like pace move his distance, like move further back. And not,
yeah, he's just
not be in
standing right
range.
there right now. And this guy kind of longer, taller, and showing no respect.
Yeah, that's a cut on the cheek, on the right cheek of Gorham. Already in the first round.
Not the best situation, but also not impeding his vision in any way. But
and the same thing I said last time when he fought, I want to see some feints early on. Like, I don't see too many feints.
And he hasn't thrown really a jab, a stiff jab in this round.
Those body shots. Good left hook. Well, who needs feints when you have a left hook like that?
He definitely made up for the times when he wasn't letting his hands go with that left hook.
That was a nice shot.
Missing, connecting on the top of the head there from Breon Gorham.
That could have been a headbutt. You know, this guy's a little messy.
Yeah, very awkward fighter, Alamo.
This is another thing you like to see with young fighters too, how they handle situations like this. You know, you get cut early on. Some guys are panicked. Some guys feel like their night is about to be a little rough. So hopefully he kind of keep his composure.
I'm not sure. I don't remember, but have you ever been cut in a fight?
Nah, I ain't never been cut.
When you control the distance that well and you don't let a guy smother you, you avoid cuts.
In order to get cut, you have to get touched.
Yeah.
This guy don't get touched.
You know, another thing too, though, if I'm the other guy, I'm looking to touch that cut. I'm looking to keep hitting it over and over and over until the doctor or the referee stops it.
Putting your head against it, everything you could do.
Yeah, when I seen Jamel was cut and I fight, it lighted gas in me.
Like to see blood.
That was a great fight against Jamel Herring when you stopped him, what, 9th round?
10th.
10th round.
Round 2 now underway here, our main event between Breon Gorham and Yomar Alamo.
You know, Alamo said going into this fighter meetings, he felt so confident because he's been in there with guys like OTX and Africa.
Oh, good feint.
Right, he must have heard Shakur.
Right, that feint set up that right hand over the top. Yeah, Alamo said he's fought people that are way better than him, but the thing is that when you're fighting a guy who hasn't fought a great fighter yet, you don't know how good he is yet.
Yeah.
Oh, good check.
And you know, he's fought those guys, but he didn't beat those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes some of them fights was kind of like, it could have went either way.
Close. What do you think about the Tiger Johnson fight?
Yeah, it was a really close fight. That and the Leon Paro fight.
Yes.
Yeah. Got like an awkward style, this guy.
Very awkward.
Chopping right hand there, mostly caught on the gloves there from Gorham.
But, you know, to Shakur's point, you know, he's facing some adversity with that cut early on, and this is supposed to be a test fight.
Right. I mean, he wasn't
left hook there from Gorham.
Gorham was supposed to fight Jose Vasquez, but he outpriced himself. But he got a tougher fighter.
I'll tell you one thing,
Alamo.
Alamo feel his power.
Yeah,
Alamo feel his power. He kind of took that step back.
Yes.
Yeah, that relentless pressure slowed down.
Well, Shakur, we saw something there from Alamo on that left hook that landed. That we see from Alamo every once in a while when he has his back to the ropes, kind of leaning a little bit too far back. When you see a fighter doing something like that, how do you get him in that place? How do you force him to make that mistake?
In that position, I think that Breon needs to punch his arms. He got to touch his arms and make him drop his hands a little bit more. So it's something that Canelo do really well.
Do you think that Breon should be using his jab a bit more?
Yes. Yes, I think he's kind of he's trying to put some pain on him early, but that jab gonna set it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to see him jab, but I also want to see him step in a little bit closer with that left hook because this is what he does a lot. Alamo, he leans back a lot, but his chin is exposed.
But that's why he should stab, not only jab upstairs, but a stab to the body and then come over the top with a right hand.
And he keep forgetting his feints. I just want him to feint just a little bit more.
Yeah, Alamo is definitely biting for the feint. That one feint, he bit.
Alamo's boxing good right now, too.
Yeah, he's remaining busy on the outside here. Gorham just stalks him around the ring. Alamo keeping his hands busy. There's that left hook again, and Gorham now goes downstairs to the body.
Wants to make a statement here and hurt his opponent as Alamo's laughing on the corner there.
Yeah, because he's not hurt. Right. And
Breon got to touch his arms, though.
Yeah.
You got to touch his arms. Sometimes if you can't hit the head, you got to touch the arms, hit the body, wear him down a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like he's aiming for the head.
Yeah.
And not just the whole entire body.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu featuring 4- and 6-inch subs with 20 grams or more of protein, tasty sauce, and a full serving of veggies, all under 500 calories. That's 20 grams of protein without sacrificing flavors. The sandwiches include grilled chicken and avocado, seasoned steak and avocado, turkey and ranch delight, and ham and turkey stacker. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Rock says he wants one of those Subway sandwiches. He wants the tasty sauce one.
No, I mean, that's usually the one you serve. But I do want that chicken and avocado.
Round 3 now underway.
Breon looked like he wanted to pick up the pressure.
Yeah, baby. You got right hooks to the body after that.
See, those punches are just from weird angles, but they're effective right now from Alamo.
He reminds me of Maidana. You know, a little more movement, but Maidana, how he would throw, the way he fought Floyd the first fight.
I think he kind of reminds me of Pedraza.
He just looks like Pedraza. He looks like Pedraza.
He looks like him.
Right. He do look like Pedraza, though. Pedraza is a little more technical.
If I'm Breon, I'm trying to get to his body a little bit more, though. He got to get to his body.
Maybe straight right to the body.
If he's going to load up and shoot them big shots, he got to throw it downstairs. Yep.
Just like that, right hand downstairs from Gorham.
Uh-oh.
I think he felt that.
Yeah, I kind of seen him look at the referee. I think he want the referee to kind of say something about that back shot. No homo.
Oh, got some blood blood in the back.
He's talking about Alamo looked at the referee. Yeah.
He wanted the referee help.
He got a blood spot in the middle of his back, lower back.
Good left hook to the body a moment ago from Gorham as Alamo tries to
right
fire
there
that
when you
right
turn
hand.
the fighter, why not let a couple let your hands
You got
go?
to touch the body. You got to put some body shots in there.
I don't think Alamo's concerned about the cut that Gorham has. He's just letting his hands go. He don't care where they land.
Yep.
But a lot of those are arm punches.
Well, Gorham's kind of giving him that opportunity with that frame defense. He's saying, oh, go ahead and hit my gloves. I'm going to come back and fire stuff like this. Inside the final minute here of round 3.
I've never seen these boxing shoes before either. I don't know what kind of boxing shoes these is, but I like them.
I'm not sure they're boxing
I don't
shoes.
think those are, but I think those are those
Under
those
Armour
Curry's?
sneakers.
Those like cross-trained. It might be Steph Curry.
I think those are Steph Curry.
Man, he boxing in Steph Curry.
I mean, Amanda Serrano.
Yeah, she do.
Nice left hook there from Gorham and a chopping right hand, a smile, acknowledgement there from Yomar Alamo.
Tired, Bree. You like that body.
Yeah, he's avoiding those hooks just by leaning back, you know, but you ain't gonna avoid a straight right like that when he's up against the ropes.
That was a good feint there, but shoot the jab right after that. I would love to see Breon let his jab go.
Yeah,
to the body and
look
look at the footwork.
Too. He kind of just standing on that line.
Alamo just glanced over here to look at the champ just now. He noticed that you're sitting over here, Shakur.
Yeah. It's a good fight so far, though. Real good fight.
Who would you say, if you had to say, who would you say is up in the fight thus far?
Right now, I'm not sure. It's kind of hard. You know, I kind of let the judges be the judges, but Breon is boxing okay. He could do some things better, and Alamo is boxing his kind of game right now. So he may be in a better rhythm than Breon.
Yeah, it seems, Shakur, like it might be one of those fights where both men are kind of happy with what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Gorham seemed pretty confident heading to his corner. Alamo is clearly confident enough to check out the commentary table. I think that both men are kind of happy with what's going on.
Yeah.
Only problem is the judges make the decision
Right.
on what's going right for the either guy.
Right, but I think it's just about game plan. If you're executing your game plan, then you thinking you're ahead.
Yeah, I would like the corner to tell Breon to touch his arm, so he got to punch his arms a little bit more.
Right hook, let that
Stay off the line.
Yep, stay off the line.
He's a little bit more tighter with his defense right now, I think, Gorham.
Yeah. And I think Gorham is
not really getting touched. You see that? He's slipping, he's blocking, he's moving his head. You see what I'm saying?
And he's turning it. He's showing that he's the heavier puncher here.
Yeah.
The defense is there, though, and that's the adjustment he needed.
You know, Alamo's still on his toes and still throwing, still live dog in there.
The arms and the body, the arms and the body.
Slow this guy down, right? Slow him down, his Steph Curry's.
That's going to put in the major work for the later rounds.
Yep. Still no jabs from Gorham. I guess he really wants to land shots with bad intentions. And
there you go, see?
And the body.
So that body shot, look at him.
Stabbing to the body with a jab. And remember the lessons that Gorham learned in that Feliciano fight. There were moments in the first half of that fight where he had to make some adjustments. He dropped some rounds, and then he had to come on strong later on.
Yeah. He's going to have to do the same tonight.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup for him.
Yeah.
Left hook there. They trade left hooks. Looked like Gorham got the best of that exchange. Back comes Alamo with a sharp right hand.
That's a good shot.
Good pull counter. I mean, I just think the defense is just better coming from Gorham.
It's a good anticipation shot there, Brock, from Gorham as well. He kind of threw that right hand where Alamo was moving. It's a good left hook.
There you go.
You see it in his rhythm now.
You see when he's letting the jab go and getting to the right distance, those shots are landing comfortably.
Look again. It looked like Alamo felt that one. A deep breath.
Final 30 seconds of the round.
One of those landed on the arm, like you said earlier, Shakur. At least
he punched that arm
somewhere, yeah.
And you see what he's doing now? He kind of breaking down some, so.
It's effective. It's working out now.
Alamo trying to fight his way off the ropes.
Alamo's tough, though, man.
Yeah, definitely tough, too. The experience he has him confident in there.
Right, he's one of those guys that he don't fight a technical fight, but what he does, he's mastered it and it's effective at times.
Yeah.
I do feel like Breon is getting into a rhythm.
Just like his last fight, it took some rounds.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights. Shakur, what do you see here?
Right now, I see Breon kind of looking for the big shots and trying to get him to trade with him. I think he feels as though he punches harder than him, so he want him to trade with him.
And Alamo is showing good defense on the ropes. He literally didn't get hit with none of those big shots.
Yeah, he got a nice shoulder roll.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why he was smiling. He saw the shots coming.
Round number 5.
Back to action here in our main event. Breon Gorham and Yomar Alamo. It was touted as the toughest test in the young career of Breon Gorham. And it has been. Yomar Alamo has been pesky here so far.
If I'm Breon, I'm kind of taking the fight to him now. I felt that last round was like a statement round for him. And I'm trying to get him out of there, so.
Close the show.
A brief pause after that right hand.
I I think Alamo might have felt that right hand to the body.
Alamo's definitely felt Breon's power. You can see by being on the back foot when Breon pressures him, he doesn't want to engage in those moments.
When Gorham is patient like that, it draws Alamo in sometimes.
Yeah, I think
Alamo just did something good though. He just threw a little tap and touching shots just to kind of keep him at bay.
Stiff jab.
Gorham need to throw that straight right to the body.
There you go. He's breaking down. He's breaking down.
Left hook finds another lane. Comes up top with another left hook, and Gorham starting on
bad intentions on them shots.
The
See,
body
right there, he
is
just slipped. It would have been good to throw a left hook to the body.
I feel like the body's there. If he let one of them straight right hands go to the body, that's going to hurt Alamo. And get him off his toes a little bit.
Right here, as Alamo throws that little flickering jab, Gorham should just counter with a stiff jab. It's going to open him up to land bigger shots.
left hook there from Gorham. Maybe the best shot of the fight so far.
Alamo ate that. He took that very well.
Yeah, he did, and he's coming back.
Yup, and he's pushing him against the ropes.
This is a good fight, fellas.
This is.
It's funny how Alamo puts his weight on his front foot. Like everything he do is wrong, but he know how to use it.
Man, he fight like Pedraza.
No, stop.
Don't jab right there. Maybe I see a little bit of it.
Maybe Pedraza.
If he was in a southpaw stand, maybe you'll see it.
Maybe so. Pedraza's, come on, Pedraza's more technical than that.
Hey,
I
listen.
wouldn't be surprised if they trained together.
They might go to the same barber.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Pedraza, I think, shaved it all off now. He gave it up.
See, them big shots, he kind of wasting energy by shooting them right now. But if he just punched the arms, he'll feel them shots on his arms. And it'll weigh him down.
Hey, Shakur, we saw you in Vegas. I mean, massive weekend with your big bro, Terrence Crawford. I wouldn't say shocking some people. He didn't shock us, but he shocked some people in going up 2 weight classes. Can you just touch on the feeling and how proud you were and what you witnessed in person?
I think that was special. It was special. It was a special moment. It was real motivational for me. I felt as though I already knew what Bud was capable of. I knew Bud since I was a kid, and like he always been that great. But it's a blessing now to be able to watch it in front of the world and be there to support him and be around it. So I appreciate Bud Crawford. I appreciate him so much, and I'm glad that he went out there and did his thing.
TBE?
We've been trying to get that out of him all week, even last week.
It's an opinionated thing, though. Like, it's hard to say.
I know. Floyd did so much.
Exactly.
But I can tell you one thing. What I love to hear, Bud Crawford is the best of this era. And that's something we can't deny.
For sure. I'm going to get there and get my spot, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I was about to ask.
It's going to be a different era, though.
I was going to ask how inspirational seeing that perform. What does that make you feel? And I'm sure it makes you want to go in there and do the same thing.
It means everything to me. I want to show the world who I am, too. So I'm watching, taking my notes, and just learning. I'm learning everything.
You kind of showed us, brother,
Did you learn something from that fight? Like, did you see Bud do things that you've never seen him do before in that fight against Canelo?
Nah, I seen him do pretty much all the same things that he kind of been doing.
But he did it against a pound-for-pound great.
I think the main thing was just not being scared of the moment. I think the moment was like his moment, and he captured it, and I think that was the biggest takeaway that I took from it. So
he had 2 perfect nights, one against Spence and one against Canelo, like perfect nights.
Yes, but you've seen the demeanor, like if you watch his walkout, as soon as you see him walking out, and they put him on the camera.
Yeah.
Man,
he's comfortable in that place.
Man, he just looked like it was his moment.
Yeah. 73,000 people.
Good double left hook there from Gorham. The second one missed up top, but that one downstairs, you could tell that Alamo felt that. There's a good left hook again from Gorham.
And that's why you need feints. You see how those jabs are not landing?
Yeah.
That's 5 jabs.
Yep.
I mean,
a feint is
Alamo's good with distance.
if he throws some of them shots at the arm, I'm telling you.
Some heavy shots.
Good right hand.
On the right hand there from Gorham. He's finding the mark with the right hand now.
You know, coming into the fight, Alamos felt like he can hurt Breon. He hasn't done that thus far.
No. Got a little blood trickling down from his nose.
You get the sense that Gorham is not losing respect for Alamo, but he's not as concerned with what's coming back right now.
Yeah, he's kind of taking over this fight. This is his fight. And Alamo got to do something to take the spotlight away from him.
I think his pressure to perform well, or maybe to even get the knockout, it gets raised a little bit when Shakur Stevenson is sitting at ringside.
I mean, he did tell us at the fighting meetings how good it felt. Yes, to hear Shakur say the things that he said about him in the last fight.
Right, that's why I said that. You know, he looks up to him.
We didn't tell him
really
that Shakur would be here
opinion.
today, though. So this is a surprise.
I think he just looked over and winked, and I believe he was winking at Shakur.
Right hand there from Gorham. Alamo trying to fire back.
I just feel like Shakur sometimes in the corner he smothered himself because he's not letting the jab go to really feel the range.
Yeah.
So those big right hands aren't really getting in there.
Yeah.
That's not just that though. Is this guy, man? This
Alamo
guy,
defense,
his defense is crazy, bro. Like for some reason, his distance is so great that he just moves like this, and he know he's not getting. It's kind of like how Shakur be doing sometimes. How Shakur be standing there, he go like this. He just move like a centimeter, and he know it's not gonna reach.
Right.
Alamo's good like that.
Yeah, and I feel like he kind of wasting punches right now. He's throwing certain shots that's missing, but if he throw them shots at the arm, at the body, he'll land them shots on his body, but it may not be a clean, effective punch to the head, but it'll be
do some damage.
effective enough to where later on in the fight, once again, I feel like he's gonna break down.
When you miss multiple shots, that's when you start shooting for the arms and the chest, stuff like that. You stop going to the head.
Yep.
And you hitting something.
And that might make a fighter drop his hands and want to cover up those type of shots.
Yeah, especially if you hit him in the right spot over and over and over, you'll start to see his body kind of wear down, and he's gonna drop his hands, and now you get cleaner shots, and a lot of stuff will be opened up.
Round 7 begins. Breon Gorham and Yomar Alamo. Gorham going back downstairs to the body, stabbing with that jab right along the belt line of Alamo.
Well, going into this fight, we did say, you see it with that shot, like smothered, it almost is a bad headbutt there because of that. Strong. I was going to say, we're going into this fight, we said it would be his toughest test, is living up to that hype right now.
I still think he's up for the task. He's up for the task, and he is, you know, being the aggressor and landing the harder shots.
Yeah. The other thing, though, he got to put more than 2 or 3 shots together. Like, he got to start just letting his hands go if he want to be able to stop him.
Putting 3-4 punches together.
Combinations. 1 to 2 shots, clearly not going to do it.
He's complaining about that left hook to the body. Just complaining.
That's why he got to go back to it.
It was a little low. It was a little low. It hit like a little bit.
Belt line?
Man, I'd have went right back to it. Not down low, but I would have went right to that spot.
To the body. That was nice. That was a nice 2 body shots.
Good check, Cook.
To your point, Shakur, Alamo might feel that those shots are low, but the referee isn't saying anything.
Yeah, he couldn't see from that angle.
Right.
It was on the right side of Alamo.
Right hand right on top of the head there from Gorham. You see him sticking his tongue out, talking to his corner, talking to Alamo. The confidence obviously building in grind time here.
You know, if Gorham wins this fight, he's going to be ranked in the top 10 of IBF.
Oh, wow.
So people going to start hearing his name.
Good work on the inside.
Yeah, he's taking a break too. Gorham just took a little break. Get his wind back.
That was subtle stuff there from Gorham as he leaps in with a nice left hook.
Landed on
He
the
had to
button there.
because Alamo keep pulling back.
If I'm Alamo, I'll try to pick up the pace now. You're fighting against a young fighter. He's probably not used to going them rounds. I would try to pick up the pace if I was him.
Yeah, I mean, he's the more experienced fighter, and he has about, this round is almost over, 2 rounds to change this fight.
Oh,
beautiful.
Nice right hand.
Beautiful.
Good right hand over the top there from Gorham, and that'll be the last word of the round.
Just missed the check hook at the sound of the bell.
What's the most effective thing to do against a guy that has awkward, good defense like an Alamo?
The most effective thing is probably the same thing I've been kind of saying all night is punching his arms. Sometimes the head is not going to be there. You got to punch the arms and punch the body and try to weigh him down, kind of make him quit.
Let's take a look at the punch stats, courtesy of CompuBox, and you see that connect percentage. Credit to the defense of Breon Gorham. Alamo landing just 10% of his shots so far, just 34 punches landed. Those are Shakur Stevenson-esque defensive numbers.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
That looks real good. I think it was what? It was the 3rd round when he picked it up, when he started, just defending much better.
See, Alamo doesn't want to exchange with him.
All of those are legal body shots because Alamo has his trunks up high.
Yep. Over the belly button.
It's grind time now. It's grind time.
Good stab to the body. That bothered him.
If you notice that every time he gets hit with a straight shot to the body, he always pauses and takes a step back.
Man, he fights like Pedraza. I know I'm watching Pedraza right now.
That is a Pedraza lookalike.
That's funny. Imposter. Probably making Pedraza proud right now in Puerto Rico watching this.
Ooh, nice counter right hand.
Good body shot
there from Gorham, but back comes Alamo with a straight right hand.
I want Breon to pick up the pace. He clearly see that Alamo punches is not effective, so now he got to kind of pick up the pace up.
And he definitely doesn't like the body shots. Alamo's not throwing anything effective. Yeah, I mean, those shots, no leverage on the shot.
Ooh, that's probably why. That shot hurt him.
Body shot
Go
from
back to the body.
And Alamo smiling, maybe playing possum a little bit here.
Alamo is tough, though.
I think he's hurt. If it's a body shot that stunned him, go back to the body.
I think he should go back to the body.
I would like him to throw 2 shots to the body, though, not just 1.
2 hands.
Yeah, both hands.
I mean, I don't think we should let Alamo off the hook right now.
Maybe even double it.
Ooh, good right hand downstairs and the left hook up top from Gorham.
You hurting him, Bree. You breaking him down.
I tell you one thing, he got a great game face.
Who's that?
He's hurt.
Alamo, right?
His game face is crazy.
He ain't showing it.
At all.
What Alamo's strength is he's so emotive.
He's taking big shots. Look at him.
Yeah, you don't know when he's hurt and when he's just playing around.
Yeah, but his body language when he got hit with that right hand, though, when he went against the ropes, he couldn't hold that one.
And he is backing up for the most part.
Circling into it again, Bree.
Now 10 seconds of the round.
Ooh.
2 to go here in our main event.
I think that jab to the body where he just throw when, before the end of that round would be very effective in these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, follow it up with a straight right to the body.
You're making Alamo drop his hands, and then you can land a big right hand.
Yeah, I would like him to throw both hands to the body or maybe even double it up. Maybe double the shot up, yeah.
Whenever I see a slim guy like that with his shorts that high, I say, oh, he trying to protect that body. That's when you tell a fighter, go to the body.
Hey, he's very game, though, very game.
Sure.
If them shots is hurting him, he's not letting it be known.
Round number 9.
2 rounds remaining here in our main event as Breon Gorham is trying to send his hometown fans home happy. Enter the top 10 of the IBF rankings, perhaps.
Ooh. Let's go, he's frustrated, That's a good jab to hook.
Alamo showing some frustration when he gets hit with some of those shots.
Nice right hand. Alamo taking the shots very well.
Yep. Slightly rolling with the shots.
Yeah.
There you go, good stab.
Pedraza, man.
They grew up together.
The more Shakur says that, the more Pedraza vibes I'm getting.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, aren't they both Puerto Rican?
They are. Definitely are.
Oh, nice inside shot. Nice inside shot.
I don't think Alamo at this point is trying to win this fight. I think he's trying to finish on his feet.
Yeah.
On his feet. He's not doing anything to really turn this fight
He's
around.
walking forward. He's walking forward doing arm punches.
He's not landing shots.
I'm just saying he might be doing that for the judges to show competitiveness.
Yeah, at this point, he's far behind in this fight. He needs to do more than walk forward.
Good feint. Good feint. Nice jab by Alamo, though. Nice jab.
Shakur, we're seeing Gorham kind of drop that lead hand a little bit more. Do you think that's enabling him to be a little bit more fluid and feint a little bit more when he's not in that frame quite as much?
Yeah, I think that when he's dropping that lead hands, he's kind of real comfortable, as you say. So right now, I would tell him to pick it back up, though. He's kind of getting hit in that cut. So I would pick it back up.
Keep Alamo on the ropes.
Yep. But he got to pick up the pace, too. Let his hands go.
More volume.
Good body shot.
Both hands, like you said there.
Good work on the inside. And Alamo is a nice revelation for Gorham here tonight. There's some good, quiet work that he does on the inside. If you give him one hand free, he can make something happen.
Yeah, I just think he just let him off the hook there where he stopped and he spun around. I don't know if he was tired or not, but he should have just kept punching. You got him. You got him. Go to the body. You have him.
Final 15 seconds of the round.
I heard somebody say, run away, run away.
That's left hook as well. Gorham just mauling Alamo in the final moments of the round.
But that
Breon should
shoulder roll.
start the round how he finished the round.
Yep.
He's finishing the round real strong and tough, but if he start the round like that and try to keep up that pace, he may stop him.
But Alamo really was able to evade a couple of big right hands with that shoulder. Like, really missed him.
He's comfortable.
He has a good shoulder roll.
See, I took a picture with a while ago, man. It's good to see this.
Yomar Alamo, a.k.a. Pedraza.
A.k.a. Pedraza. Man, he looks just like him too, man.
He does look like him. They might be related.
I'm telling you.
Pedraza just texted me. He said that's his cousin.
Double it up.
10th and final round of our main event. You heard some of the chants of grind time here in Houston, Texas, rallying behind Breon Gorham here in the money round.
Step to him. Right up to the body. Right body.
Hand over the top from Gorham. Alamo showing a bit of fight here in the final round.
Bit too late, Corey.
Yeah.
I think, Breon is trying to start the round the way he finished the last one.
Yeah, I would like him to throw more than one, though. More than 2 shots.
Took there from Gorham. Back comes Alamo.
Alamo came back right there, too, though.
Alamo has struggled to find consistent success here tonight. Still giving a game effort in the 10th and final round.
I owe Richardson money tonight, man.
Did you pick Breon to stop him?
Yeah, I picked Breon to stop him earlier than he did.
Well, since I'm the pocket watcher, how much was that bet?
It wasn't too much.
It was light.
Too much. Yeah, it was
light work.
Well, don't cash it quite yet. Gorham still landing good left hooks like that one a moment ago.
Yeah.
Still minute 30.
You know who Breon should watch, though? He should watch some James Toney. It'll help his inside game.
Yeah, James was one of the best in the inside.
He was 5'8", 5'9", comfortable inside with heavyweights.
Yeah.
At an older age.
Body work here from Gorham.
He kind of remind me of James Toney a little bit, too. There's a lot of comparison.
That's not a bad comparison right there. He's one of the greats.
That was
Great
nice.
right hand. But obviously, Gorham getting
nice
the best
turn.
of that one.
Nice
Deep
turn.
breath from Alamo. As this inside game from Gorham is shining in the final round.
Final 30 seconds of the money round.
The Alamo smacking his gloves together, saying, come on. And he gets blasted with another right hand there from Gorham.
Just leaning his body on Gorham.
That one might have shaken Alamo into his curries. And that'll do it for the contest.
I think that was a great fight for him, though. Yeah. Definitely a great fight for him. He's passing all of his tests.
I agree. Definitely passing all his tests. But like you pointed out a couple things, there's a couple things he could tweak to make him an even better fighter.
Yeah. I thought it was a good performance. I'm a big critic sometimes, but I thought that was a great performance. There's some things, like you said, that he could work on, but I thought tonight I give him like maybe a B+.
Not a bad grade.
That's a solid grade from a what, 3 division champ? That's it, 3?
Yeah. He's a truth, though. He's a truth.
Is it, before you get out of here, I have to ask, the talks about you and Teofimo Lopez, is that something that's really going to happen in January?
Yeah, Tio, my son. I'm a son him. Tio's a hell of a fighter. I can't wait for the fight to happen, but I can't wait to show everybody that there's levels to this shit.
Do you really want to wait all the way till January, February?
I don't want to, but with the way that my hands work, I kind of feel as though
Got you.
the smarter route would be to make sure that my hands is 100%.
We would rather that, because that beautiful performance that you had, we want to see that again.
Exactly.
We want to see a good performance again.
Yeah.
So if we got to wait till January, February, then go ahead.
And it's a very interesting fight because Tio is a guy who's kind of similar to me. He wants this. Like, it's not just pretend. There's a lot of guys out here that's pretending and thinking that, they want the clout, the fame, and all the stuff that come with it, but they don't want greatness. And I think Tio is one of them guys that want greatness also. So,
all right, well, if we have to wait till January, we'll keep you busy on commentary until then.
yeah, I got y'all.
Shakur Stevenson, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, that is the champ, Shakur Stevenson, and we are ready for the official decision. Now let's send it back up to Lupe Contreras.
After going all 10 rounds inside the OTX ring, we go to the scorecards. Judges Reyes and Cittern turned in identical scores of 99 to 91. And Judge Torres scores it 98 to 92. All three in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. And now, IBF North America Junior Welterweight Champion. From Houston, Texas, it's grind time. Brian Gora.
Well, it is still grind time, and Brian Gorham is still undefeated, now 21-0. A dominant performance over Yomar Alamo. You heard the scores at 99-91 and 98-92. Fair scores, not really any other way that you could score this one, Barack.
No, beautiful scores. And like Shakur said, just a great job by the young man. And because Shakur is so good, he's able to point out the little tweaks. But that was a great performance because that was a big step up, and he did the job.
All right, we are ready to hear from Brian Gorham, who is standing by with Ak.
Congratulations, Grion. Great performance in a tough fight. Going into this fight, we were all saying that this would be your toughest test thus far. It proved to be the truth. After the first round, you went back to the corner with a cut. What did your coach say to you after that round?
Man, it's war wounds. It's part of the sport, man. I came back, stuck to the game plan. We got the job done.
You landed the bigger, cleaner shots. At any point in this fight, did you feel that he felt your power? Did you feel that you hurt him at any point in this fight?
Before I answer the question, I just want to give my thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, man. I'm thankful for this win. I worked hard, man. I'm thankful for my team. Most of all, man, they pushed me to the limits this camp. But to answer your question, I hit him with a lot of big shots. And I seen him hurt. I seen it in his eyes, and I just had to keep applying the pressure.
Did he hurt you at all throughout the fight? He landed some shots, sporadically throughout the fight. Did you feel his power at all?
No, I didn't feel his power. He hit me with some shots and just made me tighten up.
Do you feel like you had to make an adjustment in the fight? He was awkward at times, had a decent shoulder roll where the right hand wasn't like really landing big. What adjustments did you make?
Yeah, I just had to switch it up and go to the body. That's what Terry Tao was down, man. He was moving that head, but the body don't move. So I went to the body, and those are the adjustments I made.
Is it safe to say that this has been your toughest test?
Definitely, thus far, man. He's been in the ring with a lot of guys at the top, man. I just showed I'm one of the best guys.
Now, after this fight, looks like you'll be ranked, in one of the sanctioning bodies. 2026 or maybe later this year, what should we look forward? What do you want? What caliber of opponent do you want next in the ring?
Man, y'all can just look forward to me to keep winning, man, and keep putting on better performances. I get better and better every training camp, every fight, man. And, this is a learning experience for me, and I'm going to continue to grow from it.
Message to all these supporters watching and people that are here in the arena today that came for you.
Man, I just want to say I'm thankful for everybody who support me, man, from Houston to Baytown. I love y'all, man, my family. Y'all been supporting me since day one, man. I'm just thankful.
Congratulations, bright future. Looking forward to seeing you back in the ring, champ.
Oh, yeah, shout out to my brother Braylon. Today his birthday, man. 21-0. He's 21 years old, man. Hey, where you at, little bro? Yeah, man, happy birthday, brother. I love you, dog.
Happy birthday. Guys.
Thank you so much, Ak. Obviously, a big moment for Brian Gorham, getting the headline slot in his hometown and nearly shutting out a really solid fighter that, as we mentioned, is not that far removed, Barack, from being in the top 10 of the world rankings.
Yeah, so maybe has some fights that should have went his way that he might have gotten robbed. But so this was the test, and he passed the test. And he passed it with making a slight adjustment, which I think was, just being more proficient in his defense. And that's what changed the game and had the scores 98 to 92. Beautiful performance by Gorham. Very comfortable in there. Showed that he had more speed and just showed that he had the IQ on a high level.
Yeah, Gorham is a fighter that prides himself on his patience, and he had to show that a little bit here tonight as we take a look at the final punch stats, courtesy of CompuBox. You see the total punches and landed punches in favor of Breon Gorham. Ak, we welcome you back to the desk here. That number, only 50 landed punches in a 10-round fight. That is, and maybe it didn't look like it in real time, but numerically, that is as good of a defensive performance as you can ask for.
Those are Shakur-type numbers, right. You know, so obviously you can't complain. No. Yeah, phenomenal performance in a tough test with an awkward fighter that we knew was going to give some sort of problem.
And he made him miss 428 punches. Do you know how hard that is from somebody who's not throwing hard shots? He's just throwing flurries. Flurries are hard to get away from. And he still made him miss over 400
times.
Yeah,
that's getting out of the way. That's getting out of the way of grains of rice being thrown at you, basically. That is an excellent, excellent performance from Breon Gorham. And again, it's important to remember, not every performance needs to be judged on was it a knockout or not. That was a complete performance from Breon Gorham. To wrap up OTX 16. We got about a minute left here, guys. Final thoughts from each of you.
Oh, I think that what you said made sense. It was a great performance by Gorham. Plus, he had the toughest task of the night. Even though these performances were great as well, that was a great right hand. I loved him all night.
And I think stylistically, you know, people want to compare his fights to other guys that he faced like Richardson. But look, boxing is about styles, and I thought he did what he was supposed to do. He passed the test with flying colors. I'm satisfied.
A great night of fights from here in Houston. For my broadcast colleagues, Ak and Barak, Shakur Stevenson, and Andreas Katsarakis, and of course everyone in the truck making us look and sound good. I'm Corey Erdman saying so long, and we'll see you at the fights.
Listen up. Let's have it. We know you've always got your eye on the prize, the championship belt. And why wouldn't you? You're a finely tuned, well-oiled boxing watching machine, capable of consuming over 185 fights on the zone every year.
We've gone big, we've gone global.
Churning through combinations, comebacks, and non-stop knockouts.
Are you not entertained?
With big fights every week, you're the best in the world. So go on, get that belt. Champ the Zone. Undisputed.